Morning, Dom.
Morning, Rick.
Morning, you lot. You're watching the Two Fuels. Cut. What we're driving this week?
Driving a 2017 S3 Sportback.
And is this Mrs. Dom's car?
This is actually Mrs. Dom's car.
Mrs. Dom's car in, so we're going to take good care of it, aren't we, Mrs. Dom?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We are house for Kilner.
Okay. Right, let's go for a drive, shall we?
Let's go for a drive.
Do you know where we're going to?
No, I don't go good.
Hey?
Going for a drive.
We're going. Right then, 2017 Audi S3 Sportback.
Black edition.
Black edition, which means what?
No chrome.
No chrome.
No chrome.
No
Because
chrome.
we don't like chrome.
So it's all black outside. It's also got it's got some nice wheels on it, Dom.
It has. It's got some 19-inch diamond cut wheels. Do you know what the tyre size is?
I don't know what the tyre size is, Dom.
Still shite.
What is the tyre size?
The size is 235 with 35s, be 19s. Square setup. Unlike the RS, because what's the difference?
I don't know what is the difference.
The RS runs staggered front wheels as an option, so you can get bigger front tyres
On the front.
on the front, which is a bit of a strange thing. As
I think you described that as wah wah out there. Yeah.
Well, about wow, we're out there. It's a bit of a weird thing to spec as an option.
So we've got a subtle looking Audi S3. So this as a hot hatch. This is one of the classiest, most understated hot hatches out there.
Drug dealers like them.
And is there a reason why drug dealers like them?
I think because they're understated.
How many films have you got with this state on?
So,
2.
yeah. One's for the drone.
Okay.
There we go.
So no, this is one of the most understated Audis out there. Yeah. It does pack a bit of a punch.
Yeah, 305-ish brake, 400 pound-foot of torque. Newton meters.
All-wheel drive?
Newton meters. Well, it's not really. It is all-wheel drive, but it's not. It's Audi's LDEX system, so technically, yeah, it is. But it's mostly front-wheel drive until it needs it, and then.
Is that where the famous Audi understeer comes in?
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, strange man on a strange bike lying down. Check him out.
Oh, recumbrant with no flags on the back.
A what? Recumbrant?
Recumbrant. I think that's the correct term.
Never heard of recumbrant.
You never heard of
No.
recumbrant?
I'm just going to turn the heated seats off, Dom. It's quite warm now.
Mrs. Charleston says it makes you feel like you've wet your pants.
Is this from experience?
That's only going what she's
Okay,
saying.
Mrs. Charleston, is this from experience?
Only going on what she says.
So yeah, we've got very cool, very understated outside.
It's Ara Blue, which is a colour that you can only get on the S3.
It is nice blue. I must say, the paint on it looks exceptional. The front end looks like it's just been painted. It's that nice. What are we laughing for, Dom?
Let's not go there.
Okay. Well, no, it is a lovely colour. I do like these colours on the Audis. Like is it the Nagaro blue that you're doing he's doing the old RS4s, the B7s? You used to have one of those, yeah?
B5s?
B5s?
B5s,
B7s,
Nagaro.
B9s?
No, B7s. I had a B7. The Nagaro Blue, I think, first came out on the B5s, RS4s, which is probably the first understated proper RS that you could buy. V6. Don't know the capacity on them.
Not interested, really, are we?
Not really, no.
No.
Very nice. So we'll move on.
We're not really one of those channels that gets a bit geeky and.
No.
Yeah, this is a 2-litre turbo, 300-ish, 310 brake.
Yeah.
That's all we're really interested in.
400 newton meters of torque.
Yeah.
And it's a nice car. Goes well.
It goes more than enough for British roads. You've had the car down in Spain.
I have. Drove the car to Marbella. It was very nice.
Very nice.
It was very nice. It was a nice car to drive to Marbella.
So that would come on to, I guess, the comfort factor in this car. I mean, as we said, this is like an understated, classy, cool car. I think the interior is kind of a similar thing running through it. It's like quite a grown-up interior. These aren't the standard seats in the S3, are they?
Yeah, that's an up-rated seat. DSG.
I have a bit of a thing about the DSGs in these. Everybody goes on about how they're such a great gearbox, and I don't know, they're all right, but they're not that fast. Like with my 140 when I had the ZF 8-speed in it, that was like lightning fast. This just seems to be a bit.
Yeah, well, that wasn't a dual clutch.
And again, we're not a channel that gets all geeky in what's what. I'm talking about a gear change that this doesn't seem to be as...
No, I agree. I think you can probably map them a little bit harsher if you want to do, but certainly for Mrs. Charleston.
For Mrs. Charleston, this has got all the comfort in it that you need. It's got all the comfort that I'd need in it. I think it's a nice place to be in an Audi interior.
I like these cars. These cars are well built.
So there's another thing I like on the S3 interiors. They do a great steering wheel.
Flat bottom.
Flat-bottomed steering wheel.
Yeah.
It's also... I feel like we should be shooting this in slow motion with like a weird plumber's soundtrack. So it's got a flat bottom with a good girth. But do you not think it's like it's just I don't know, it's a good sized wheel. I just like the Audi wheels.
How does it feel compared to the mini wheel?
Way better. This is a proper bit of leather on a proper wheel that you can grip. It feels great quality. The mini just wasn't. So if you're going to have a look at the mini review that we did 2 weeks ago, you'll see that in the channel links below. But yeah, this is way better. It's got all the multifunction stuff on there. It's got access to your nav screen. It's got all your controls for the audio. It's just a cool steering wheel, yeah? What we've not talked about while we were having a little chat about the outside of the car is the lights.
The lights are very nice.
Audi with the instigators / purveyors.
I have an issue with this stuff.
Pornographic indicators.
I have an issue with this stuff.
What's the issue?
When they first brought the flashing lights out that went across that looked quite cool, I almost put an R8 on the back of them, and that was the only car they had them on. And then what they've done, they've basically just hoard, which is the correct term, hoard the back lights out that you can now get them on a Golf.
For anybody who's not familiar with the northern accents, that's hoard, as in a whore, not hoard.
So it's just like...
So they've hoard them out?
Yeah, they've hoard them out, and now you can get them on a Golf, and you can get them on basically anything. So,
but they still look the coolest on Audis.
Yeah, no, but it doesn't matter. They were there, and you knew it was an R8 because it had those really nice flashing lights, and as I said, it looked mega. And now anything you can get them on.
So are we saying that styling cues and technology should never trickle down from high end?
No, I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying that if you've got something that belongs on the higher end cars, and I don't class an S3 as an higher end car, I think they should have kept it on the R8s. Maybe on anything that's an RS or a proper R, then yeah, fine. So
indicators should only be kept
on Rs or RSs.
I disagree.
Well, I think you get them on Cupras now, can't you?
Well, don't get me wrong, but everybody copies stuff, don't they? At the end of the day, everybody copies stuff.
Well, I don't know. That's just as I said, they set the bar high and then they just hoard them out. So I think it's an issue.
We'll take them off. We'll get in touch with Audi and get them taken off.
I'll do that because Mrs. Charleston likes them.
Mrs. Charleston likes them. Yeah. And what Mrs. Charleston likes, Mrs. Charleston gets. Yes.
Absolutely. Okay. I'm being brutally honest. Yeah. Let's not beat around the bush.
Have we got a Audi factory exhaust on this?
Yeah, an Audi factory exhaust. It is completely standard stock. 4-tip.
With the obligatory DSG fart.
Correct.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Which Audi, the Volkswagen Audi group, are now infamous for.
Well, they map them in, don't they?
And every chav in the country has to have
whoa,
DSG.
Whoa, you don't
No. I'm not saying this is a chav car.
Well, you're rather right.
But every chav in the country needs a DSG fart, or seems to have a DSG fart, yeah?
Can I drive yet?
Can you drive yet?
Can I drive yet?
In a minute, Dom.
Okay, thanks.
So we got DSG farts coming out of the car.
Yeah.
As this is Mrs. Charleston's car, it's not going to have any fancy exhaust put on it, is it? We're just kind of. This is a daily car. Away we go.
I did want to map it when I had it serviced at V-Hub, but I was told under no uncertain terms that if I did that, then I
believe there's a conversation like this in one of our previous videos when he went, she'll never know. She'll never watch this video, and she'll never know. So my wife will back me up on the fact that you did say this, but she wasn't very happy when she watched the video that you said she'll never watch. So just get it mapped. In all fairness, 300 brake, all-wheel drive.
It's enough.
/ front-wheel drive.
60 seconds, probably 5.5, 6 seconds, something like that.
Which can get you to the local supermarket pretty quick to fill this up, yeah?
Yep, correct.
Practicality wise, this is
Leather.
5 seats, decent enough boot size.
Yeah, proper boot size.
If you were really geeky, I've seen on a couple of fact findings that I was doing, it's a slightly smaller boot than the Audi A3 because of the Quattro system that goes in the boot. You lose a bag of peas that you can't fit in there apparently. Like,
Who cares?
who cares? Exactly. Day to day, this is like a proper
Nice.
chilled out daily.
Can I drive it?
I'll tell you what, Dom, pull into this lay-by up here. I'll grab a quick coffee and you can drive.
Thank you.
Yeah?
Good. Anyway,
So Dom's in now.
guns don't kill people.
Dom's in now. Oh, Dom's talking about.
Oh, here's this recumbent dude again. What happens when you stop? You must just fall over
Let's just push him over.
for a lap.
Just so you can all see what we're talking about and what a recumbent cycle is. That's one there. I call him an idiot.
Means you're laying down.
I call him an idiot. I'm not being funny. What's the joy or benefits to riding that versus a normal bike?
It's more comfortable.
There's no joy or benefits to riding a bike on the road
There is,
anyway.
you better streamlined. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with riding bikes. It's streamlined.
Idiot. Anyway, Dom, let's get driving.
Thank you.
So what driving modes have we got in here, Dom? Now that you're in the driving seat and you're the proper driver.
Well, we've got efficiency, comfort, auto, dynamic, individual, soft suspension. Still makes a bit of noise.
Sounds like you. Sorry, Dom.
Not fired yet.
I did say that if you liked the videos, subscribe to the channel, we will take the mickey out of Dom as much as we could. So you speed it up now on purpose so that I'm bouncing around a little bit to not take the mickey out of him. So has this got the mag ride suspension on this one, Dom?
I think it has got mag ride suspension. Or you can alter the suspension. So I'm assuming that is it.
How long have you had the car? This is the man who wanted to know specifically what tyres are on the Mini, but how long have you had this car for, Dom?
I don't know.
Not quite sure what suspension's on it.
2.5 years.
You've driven this car a lot more than me, obviously it's your car, Mrs. Charlton's car. What's this car like round corners? Is it, everybody goes on about the Audis have an understeer on it. How much have you got to be pushing on to be getting to understeer? Or is it, can it be a fun drive on a B road?
Yeah.
Or are you going to hit understeer all the time?
No, it's a fun drive on a B road.
Is this people, you're driving at 8/10 and having fun and you've not hit understeer, you've got to be really pushing on to be getting understeer?
Yeah, you have got to be definitely pushing on a bit to be getting understeer. Obviously in the wet it's a little bit more pronounced, but certainly in the dry, and I would say running 7/8 tenths, you ain't going to get it. If you're running 10 tenths, then it's not really the car for you because it's not really designed like that. I think it's a nice, fast...
Do it all.
Yeah, do it all. Ticks lots of boxes. As you say, you can get stuff in the boot, you can drive it daily. It's reasonable fuel consumption. I think, looking at the long-term memory on this, it's 25.5 miles to the gallon over 18,000 miles. It's just not bad. It's not brill. It's not diesel levels of...
Let's face it, you don't buy an S3 for MPG, do you?
No, you don't. You buy a Prius. What's wrong with the Prius?
What's up with the Prius?
Yeah, that's just hurtful.
Believe it or not, Dom's more of the petrol head than I am. But he's what's up with the Prius. So what we've not talked about,
what?
Dom, in this? Paddles.
Paddles.
Steering wheel's mega. What are the paddles like? Epoxy little plastic things, aren't they?
They're a bit, you'll have to bleep this out, they're a shit a bit.
They're a bit.
They're a bit in there.
I agree.
They're alright, but... And I think
they're very small, aren't they, as well?
They are very small, but they do work.
Another one of all these cars we're driving are a decent amount of cash, and the touch points, like this is great, the seats are mega, the steering wheel's mega, but those paddles are just the same. In RTT was the same, they were just small little paddles that, yeah, they work, but when you're driving at a decent pace and you're trying to find that paddle, it's not really a lot to aim at, is there? Not with your fat fingers anyway.
Well, that's it.
So yeah, the paddles, I don't know.
There must be, I've seen there's a kit out there somewhere for them that you can get.
I'm sure there will be, but you shouldn't have to, should you?
Not
Do you not think?
Not on £30,000 that you're spending for something like this.
Has it got like proper fart sport mode on this?
It's in it.
It's in it?
It's in it.
In it. in it. Yeah.
We need to delete that.
What? Why?
Because it's
Racist.
It's racial connotations.
So would you say this generation of cars are, I'd say they are at a good stage of, there's enough buttons inside them for you to be able to press things like turn the heaters up and down, and there's enough tech inside it that's usable and sensible.
Well, there's no touchscreens.
The touchscreen though plays havoc with my OCD. I don't know about you.
I don't have a problem with
the
it.
screens get filthy. Oh, you have somebody to clean your cars for you, don't you? Whereas I clean my own car. Is that the difference?
Very good.
So the screens get dirty, and that's another bit of this car's quite good. In fact, it's very good. In there is no annoying gloss black in this to touch. There's a little glass screen for the temperature gauges, but other than that there's no gloss black, no fingerprints going to get left. And believe me, this is one of Dom's favourite things when he used to get in my 140 with a big gloss black dash. He'd get in it. Hi Rick, how you doing?
Oh, it was fun though. Oh, come on, it was good fun.
So he'd always put dirty fingerprints on it. This car doesn't get that, and I like that. It's I think this generation of cars is good. I get what you're saying with the tech and the touch screens. It is useful, it is handy, CarPlay, that kind of side of it. But I don't think I'd want to be getting rid of much more out of cars like this.
Virtual cockpit, that's a great idea. The ability to switch from having a big, wide sat-nav to a more sporty display is just like brilliant.
I believe that was first showcased in the Audi R8.
Okay. And
then it's been brought down into the lower ranges, and that's suddenly an amazing idea, is it?
They've poured it.
Is that what you're
They've
saying?
poured it into the. Well, that's different.
What do you think, viewers? Do you think that's it's different? Is it that?
That is different.
It's different. Do you think that's different, or do you think that's a manufacturer taking technology and ideas from there?
That's the difference between inside and outside.
Oh, right.
So
okay, we'll go with that. We'll just move my coffee cup out of the way while Dom gets his groove on around these bends. This car definitely goes fast enough. We're now doing 69 miles an hour.
We are doing 69 miles an hour.
69 miles an hour. We're heading towards the border for Mexico, where we'll see how this car goes from a standing start. So then, Dom, does it go fast? It goes fast enough.
Yeah, it goes fast enough.
It does go fast enough.
It's not a particularly brutal launch though, is it? It's a very mellow sort of build into it.
So to launch it, I just put the drive select into dynamic, I put the stability control into sport, gearbox into sports mode.
Yeah, we're in that.
Then I just keep my left foot on the brake, floor the throttle.
Oh, that's better. Oh, that's better. Oh. That's the first time this car's ever been launched in its life. I'm being honest.
By the way, Mrs. Charlson, it won't do any damage to your car. It's good for your car to be launched now and again.
Yeah, it is. It's like a DPF delete.
So before we come to discuss this car being fun, if you've enjoyed the video, we need to get people to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I believe there's a bell you've got to ring. I don't know much about bell ringing, but there's a bell you've got to ring. So yeah, if you
that tells people if we do another video, which we will be doing next week.
We will going to do another video.
Yeah,
I think we've got Mini GP1 lined up next.
Yeah, an S1, slightly modified.
E92 M3.
Yeah,
and we're going to visit
GT4.
So yeah, if you want to see those videos, make sure you like this one, subscribe to the channel. I'll do us a big favour. So this car we've established is it's a good-looking, understated, fast car. We've had a fair bit of fun in it today.
Yeah.
You obviously own this car, Dom. So
No.
Mrs. Charlson.
No, let's be honest. Yeah,
Mrs. Charlson owns this car.
Correct.
It's just your job to take it to the car wash.
Yes, correct.
We can ask you the question then. Would you own an Audi S3, Dom?
No, would you?
I also would own an Audi S3. I think yeah, as an all-rounder, they don't come much better than this. Next gen Audi S3, be interested to see where they take it to.
I don't know where they're going to go with it, because it's pretty much where it needs to be for what it is. It's at a point where, unless you start going into the RS3, don't think you're really going to get much better as an all-round nice practical day-to-day A road, B road.
Well, maybe that's where Audi are going to take it. That you don't, there's this ever popular, not demand. People want to make faster cars all the time. This doesn't need to be any faster. This is a fun package as it is. It doesn't need to be any faster. It just needs to be a little bit, maybe a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more fuel efficient. As much as we've said, it's not really an issue, but that's the way it's all going. And just in a little bit of a tidier package. I guess it would be nice if we could get our hands on the new S3.
It would be lovely
at some point. So if anybody's got a new Audi S3 2020/2021 Audi S3 that they fancy loaning us, or if Audi are watching, fancy loaning us one, we'd love to borrow it and take it for a drive. Thank you for watching the Two Fuels, and we'll see you in the next edition. Okay, roughly.
Was it nice that?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to dub that over so Dom looking like he's like being gangster, yeah?
That was nice, I like that. Ow.